Hi guys, hi, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do something a little bit different for this video today. I wanted to talk about the female game, the female boxing game. I haven't really discussed it on my channel. I know a lot of other people they do talk about the female divisions, but it's not talked about a great deal in comparison to the men's divisions. I don't think. In my opinion, it's not anyway. I love female boxing. I think it's fantastic. I've always been a big fan of female boxing. I love it in the Olympics, and I love the pro game. And I think it's uh, we have some very good fighters from the United States and the UK and around the world, really. Ireland, of course. So yeah. Now one thing I did want to say now before I get into this, don't get me wrong. I think that this is about Claressa Shields, by the way. I think Claressa Shields is unbelievable. You know, I really do think she's a tremendous fighter. Uh, definitely the best in the world, no question about that. Definitely the best female boxer in the world. But what I want to say is, she calls herself the G.W.O.A.T, right? The G.W.O.A.T, meaning um, the best, basically the best female boxer, the greatest woman of all time. Greatest, I think, is correct. Now, I'm not saying that she can't become this, or she certainly is the best right now, no question. Not in my mind, no question about that. But I think it's too early to call her the GOAT, though, right? Because she's still very young. She still has long ways to go. I think she can become the GOAT, no question about that. I have no doubt about that. I don't doubt her 1 second on that one. I'm pretty sure she will become the GOAT, but I just think it's a little bit too early to call her that right now, as of right now. Give her a few more in the game, more fights, and she certainly can become that. Do I think she will become that? Yes, I do. I do think she will become the GOAT, no question. But yeah, tremendous fighter. Love watching her fight. We have another female boxer who is from kind of my neck of the woods, where I live now, and yeah, so I think that I think she's a very good fighter too. I would love to see her fight Claressa Shields. Savannah Marshall, by the way, who I'm talking about. Savannah Marshall is from up my way where I live. She's up my neck of the woods. Seen many of her fights. I can't say I've seen all of her fights, but I've seen a lot of Savannah's fights. I think she's a supreme talent, and I hope at some point they can get the fight with Claressa Shields and Savannah. I'd love to see that. Me personally, I think that could be the it. It's they could make this the main event. I do believe. I think it would. I certainly would love to see it as the main event on a card and have those as the main event, and obviously a fantastic undercard I think could work. But yeah, I mean, just going through some female fighters, some excellent female fighters. It's world class. Obviously Amanda Serrano, of course. Erika Ferrari too. I think is really excellent. Christina Hammer's up there, and there's so many great female boxers. I'm glad, to be honest with you. I'm glad that it's becoming on par with the men's. I can't say it's becoming as popular, but it's definitely growing in popularity. I think women deserve the respect. And to be honest with you, though, I think that because in female fights, female professional fights, the rounds are 2 minutes, 2 minutes each round. I think it should be three. I think the same thing in tennis though as well. I think the same thing in tennis when it comes to the sets. The women play best of three, men play best of five. I think it should both be best of five. And in the game, I think that it should be 3 minute rounds. They can distance, no problem asked. I'd like to see it change to that, but we will see. Now, I know with this Claressa Shields thing, there's been a lot of beef with her and Layla Ali. Not sure where that came from, or what kind of caused that, but I don't see Layla Ali coming back from retirement to fight Claressa. I can't see that happening. I don't think it will. I know there's a buzz about that, and some people want to see that, but I don't see that happening. But Katie Taylor as well, of course. I didn't mention Katie Taylor from Ireland, and I've seen, I think, all of her fights, and I've been very impressed with Katie Taylor. Phenomenal fighter too. the women, like I say, they deserve as much respect as the men, in my opinion. You know, they deserve as much respect. I think that it's, you know, I think it still has some ways to go, but listen, it's great to see them. Great to see them doing it. Great to see them representing their countries and showing off tremendous skills. And I watched Espinosa's last fight as well. I don't remember the lady she was fighting. Espinosa put on a hell of a performance. I do remember watching the performance and thinking I was really impressed. Seems a really, you know, really good person and can certainly fight for sure. Can fight for sure. I mean, UFC. When you look at the UFC, women are quite, you know, really big in the UFC. There's a lot of main events have been female cards, and they've headlined a lot of main events. And I see boxing going the same way. But yeah, like I said, I mean, Claressa Shields can certainly become the GOAT. I just think it's a little bit too early to say that. But listen, love watching her fight. I do. I love watching her fight. Yeah, you know, and the other thing is as well is that if the situation with her and Laila Ali, I think because it kind of, you know, because I guess they got under each other's skin, so it looked like maybe it could happen, you know, but I don't really want to say that, to be honest. I have seen Laila Ali fight in her prime, you know, and she was certainly very good, very, very good. Maybe she's pissed off with Claressa, you know, kind of giving herself that label and saying that she is the GOAT, you know, and Laila Ali's obviously considers herself the GOAT, so, you know. But yeah, back to the Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields. I think I'm pretty sure that Savannah in the amateur game, in the amateurs, I think she did. But Savannah's a tremendous talent, and she's trained by Peter Fury, which is Tyson's uncle, who's a fantastic trainer. If you ever watch you know, watch Peter Fury interviews and stuff like that, you'll see his boxing knowledge is kind of second to none. You know, tremendous trainer, got her in incredible shape and passed down his knowledge to Savannah. So yeah, you know, she's definitely in great hands with Peter Fury. The Furies know when it comes to boxing, the Furies know their stuff. They know their shit. You know what I mean? It's very true. You know, it's very true. But yeah, the female fight game is really good. You know, even like, you know, I mentioned UFC, but even in the UFC, I've always enjoyed the female combatants. I've always enjoyed watching the women, because listen, you know, many of them are just as good as men. You know, just as good as men, and they certainly have my respect all day long. No question about that. But there's some big fights that could be made, and once we get past this, the big C word, get past this thing, then we can look at getting all these fights, you know, getting all these fights made. And you know, it just seems like it's taking forever and ever to get things moving, you know, to get some dates, and you know, waiting for news update here in the UK about the big C, to, you know, hear more about this lockdown and the extension of the lockdown. And it's just crazy, right? Just crazy. So yeah, all we can do is talk about boxing, dream about boxing. You know, I made a video about Fight Night Champion 2. I heard Claressa Shields, who really supported the idea of making a Fight Night Champion 2. She said she'd love to play it, and she should be in the game too, of course. If they do make a Fight Night Champion 2, Claressa, the female boxers, the female fighters should be on the game for sure. I definitely would use Claressa Shields probably most of the time, actually. If I was using female boxers, of course, I would use Claressa Shields probably the majority of the time. But yeah, she supports the game coming out. I made a video. Want to go and check that out. I made a video about Fight Night Champion 2, and my hope something a little bit different today, talk female boxers on my channel. So I just wanted to drop one, see what you guys think. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.